All right, Mad Dog.
Let's go.
Ready?
Are you ready?
I'm excited for this.
I got 3 good ones for you. Let's start with the NFL. Can the NFL stop sucking the oxygen out of the room? I mean, every week we know the schedule and the announcements at 8 o'clock tonight. Dallas is going to play Kansas City on Thanksgiving, we know. Philadelphia is going to play Washington on December 20th, we know. We know that Minnesota is going to play back-to-back games in Europe, Ireland, and London. We know. The Chargers are going to play the Chiefs in Brazil opening week. We know. The only thing we don't know is how many AFC South games ESPN gets on the Monday night schedule, for crying out loud. Jacksonville and Tennessee. But the point of the matter is the show's at 8 o'clock tonight. The Giants open up the season with Washington, Dallas, and the Chiefs. Why do I know that when the show's at 8 o'clock tonight? Can't I know that tonight instead of at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, for crying out loud? How about the NFL put an embargo on all schedule releases until the show airs tonight at 8 o'clock? And one other thing. The NBA has already sucked the oxygen out of the room with Christmas Day. We all know that with Netflix. Now, how about the college football? Did you see on December 20th when there are 3, count them, 3 NCAA college football games that are playoff games? That's Notre Dame, Ohio State, all these games. 12, 4, and 8. Did you know the NFL put a doubleheader on that day?
Oh.
Did you know that? 4:15, Phillies in Washington, and then at night, Green Bay's in Chicago, and it's both on Fox. You can't let college football have a day where it can sit there and watch 3 college football games. We get it. The NFL is all omnipresent. Why don't you put games on Memorial Day and screw the NBA? Goodness gracious me. Enough already. We know you're the all-powerful league. And AFC South on ESPN, I guarantee you that tonight. Take it away.
Here's my whole point. It's America, land of choices. You don't have to watch the NFL games. You can choose to watch something else. It seems like you're knocking them for being popular, for being successful. We don't have to watch the NFL games. We could watch the college football games, particularly considering the level of importance it will have at that time of year. Yeah. You seem upset because you don't like the fact that the NFL is dominant. They know it, and they're flexing. You have a problem with that.
I do.
But you flex all the time. I don't know if you noticed. He has his own channel.
Yeah.
And on his own channel, all he does is call out other people on his channel.
Oh.
All the time. Because he's the bully on the block. But now you got a problem with the NFL doing that. Hypocritical.
I mean, he's been calling you out since he's been here.
Exactly.
He's been calling you out since he's been here. So I get that.
You see, that was a good one, though, right?
You're good. It was good.
All right, number 2.
It was very good.
This is the Rose thing again. We've discussed Rose. Steve and I are on the same page with what baseball did. And how about what the Hall of Fame did? You guys see this? Remember, when Rose now is eligible, the writers don't vote for Rose. It's an executive committee. He's not going to be on the ballot. The Hall of Fame is not going to allow the 500 writers to have a chance to vote for the 75%. And did you see what Jane Clark did? I mean, I can't deal with her anyway. But you see what Jane Clark did? We'll have a historical committee. She put out a terse statement yesterday in December of 2027. What? He's waited 35 years. The family's waited 35, 40 years. That was all fault, don't get me wrong. But we should have given him a day a long time ago. This is the same Cooperstown that does everything, as we discussed, to sell Pete Rose's uniform, his highlights, 4,000 hits, the 44-game hitting streak, the Big Red Machine. And now we're going to sit there and we're going to wait 2.5 years before we get a vote on whether Pete Rose can be in the Hall of Fame or not? You got to be kidding me. This is a Hall of Fame that's got Kenesaw Mountain Landis in it. You know what Kenesaw Mountain Landis was? He didn't want any blacks playing baseball. It wasn't until he left in 1944 where Happy Chandler came in and Jackie Robinson got a chance to play. How about Cap Anson? He's in the Hall of Fame. Made sure blacks could never play in Major League Baseball when he was playing in the White Sox. Those guys are in the Hall of Fame. But now we're going to sit there and we're going to wait 3 years before Rose gets an opportunity to be heard from. And you know what she's going to do, don't you? She's going to put together an historical committee, and she's got to get 12 out of 16 votes. She's going to put a historical committee together, and she's going to find 8 people who hate Rose. So Rose never gets a chance to get in. You only got to find 5 people. Forget 8. 5 people. You find 5 people who can't stand Rose for whatever the reason, because of the betting, and he was Charlie Hustle. They'll find 5, vote against him, and never get in. And you wait 2.5 years. Do it right now. The fans want to know right now. They're having Pete Rose night tonight in Cincinnati. They want to know right now. Manfred just put out a statement yesterday. I don't have to wait 2.5 2.5 years. Get off your fanny and say, you know what? The commissioner made him eligible. We're putting a historical committee together right now. We'll have this done here by January. That's all you got to do by the next turnaround. And she's going to wait 2 years, completely out of line. Cooperstown, one of the most, and I've done radio shows in Cooperstown. I sat out there in those fields and done talk show after talk show after talk show, 5 hours in rain supporting baseball. So if anybody has its right to say something, it's me. And then they're going to let Rose sit there for 3 years after he gets finally off the eligible list yesterday? That is wrong. That is item number 2.
1,000% agree with you. And who is this woman?
She runs the Cooperstown, James
Wow.
Forbes Clark.
Wow. Totally right.
Got no argument from
No
me on that one,
argument.
dog.
Zero.
I'm with you.
It's all about
with you.
Landis.
You know I know all about Kenneth Mountain Landis. Now, A+ grade for you on that.
Yeah, I ain't got no argument.
What a joke. That drives me crazy. All right, number 3, you won't like this.
Hold on.
Tongue in cheek, but I'm going to have some fun anyway, so if the NBA gets mad tough. Did you see that Adam Silver had a phone call with Nico Harrison late January? Nico, do me a favor. LeBron's quitting. Get Luka out to L.A. I don't care who you get back. And I promise you, you'll get the number 1 pick.
Go too far.
Oh, my Lord. Oh, my God.
Do me a favor. Nico, we have to get Luka out. Say he smokes cigarettes. Who cares? Get Luka out, and I promise you, I don't care what the percentage is, those ping pong balls, when we throw them out, you're going to get Cooper. And all of a sudden, Mr. Flame is a Maverick. There is something wrong with this system when Utah, Charlotte, and Washington, by far the 3 worst teams, their first pick in the draft is number 4. Enough of this lottery nonsense. The worst team, if you got a problem with tanking, fix that problem. Don't fix it with a lottery. The worst team should have a chance to select the best collegiate player. When Milwaukee and Phoenix in 1970 were the worst teams in each conference, they had the first pick and the second pick. And what they did was they flipped a coin to see who got the first pick, and Jerry Colangelo called tails. It ended up heads. Milwaukee got Kareem. This has to be a situation. This has to be changed. Last year, Atlanta, 3% chance to win the lottery. They won the lottery. These teams that got the best percentages, they never won the lottery, for crying out loud. I never thought it was rigged, and I still don't think it is now. But there are a lot of young fans out there who somehow think, geez, how did Dallas, who made the playoffs, the play-in, how did the Dallas Mavericks end up with Cooper Flag? This is ridiculous. Utah, Washington, and Charlotte don't get him, and Dallas does. After Luka gets sent to L.A. with a terrible trade, oh, my God. Fix the lottery. I know it's 30 minutes of TV. I'll go on TV. I'll keep it going for 30 minutes. Enough of the lottery TV thing. Do it the proper way. Figure out a way where the worst team gets the chance to draft the best collegiate player. That's number 3.
Weak argument. Totally weak on your part. Wrong. And here's the biggest reason why. Because you said you're not accusing it of being fixed. So if you're not accusing it of being fixed, then you just want it. Because the ping pong balls fell in the direction of a Dallas Mavericks team who desperately need it. Is it coincidental in a lot of people's eyes? It's more than that. I get that part. But you yourself acknowledged you ain't